I chose this school because of like the top 10 transfers.
One of the main reasons was because of the transfer rate. Another reason is because it's a community college and the first 2 years for high school students were free because of the Promise program, so that was an incentive for sure.
The Anza consistently maintains high rates of transfer due to a combination of factors. First is due to our comprehensive transfer support and services. The Anza has a robust transfer center with dedicated and experienced transfer counselor who assists students throughout the entire transfer process, from helping them understand the transfer requirement to helping them successfully submit their application. We also offer workshops throughout the entire academic year to ensure that students learn more about the transfer requirements and meet all the necessary deadlines in a timely manner.
I believe that having the high rate of transfer students from De Anza College to SJSU shows the preparation that the counselors have done with their students, not only in helping them out in figuring out which major is best for them, but also letting them know the type of transfer process that they're going to be going through.
I play cornerback, that's on defense, but I chose De Anza, well, because I hear they have a good academics program. The sports is cool and whatever, but I was more worried about the academics, like what's going to get me farther. So De Anza was just the best option for me.
De Anza has really strong academic programs to support students. We offer a lot of certificates, degrees, as well as classes that align with the transfer pathway to four-year institutions.
Community college definitely allows me to figure out the different routes that I want to go, explore different colleges, different majors.
We also host the transfer fair every year, which attracts a lot of students coming, and we were able to get many universities come to De Anza to share those information with the students.
I think this is a really cool experience to just get knowledge of all these cool colleges. There's so many.
My mom and I did some extensive research, found out a few things that De Anza College's slogan of top in transfers, because their matriculation or transfer rate from De Anza is high. Students from De Anza transferred to great colleges such as UC Irvine, UCLA, and my college right now, UC Berkeley.
Four games and only 24 spots on the line for the NorCal Regional Playoffs as we come to you live from Silicon Valley inside of the Lions Den here at De Anza College in Cupertino, California. as we got some coverage of some late season men's JUCO hoops here on NorCal Sports TV with the visiting Ohlone Renegades, who sit at 10-14 overall, 2-8 in the Coast Conference North. And the De Anza Mountain Lions coming in also at 10-14 overall and 4-6 in the Coast Conference North. And hello, everybody. This is Philip Hall on the call. Happy to be with you for this Wednesday night coverage of 3C2A men's basketball, as with these two teams meeting up for the final time in the regular season. This game has some playoff implications included. And for both teams to still have a shot to be one of those 24 teams in a NorCal regional playoff set to begin in a couple of weeks, they will have to win the month. For Ohlone, they're coming in off of a 55-point defeat against the number 2 ranked team in the state and City College of San Francisco. But despite the record, Jordan Lees is very confident that his squad, who have been led by Anthony Lacey and Omar Babakar, 2 top sophomores, can help the Renegades get over the hump and try to win out the month to still be in that 24 in the NorCal Regionals. Well, for De Anza on the other side, Joe Prtizovic, who has had a turnaround season. As remember, folks, around this time last year, De Anza only had a total of 8 wins and only 1 conference win. It has been a major improvement with this year's squad, with already 10 wins on the season and a 4-6 conference record. It may not seem like a lot, but it's still a big improvement compared to where these teams were last year. But they're going to look to continue to go to Gio Bravelli, who led the way in De Anza's last game where they won over Kenyatta 87-66, with Bravelli finishing with 24 points on 7 for 12 shooting, knocking down 4 threes. We're going to see how things play out tonight. The players have hit the court. We're going to give you the starting 5 and the rest as we are underway here in Cupertino, getting ready for tonight. For Ohlone, they're bringing out Omar Babakar, Kiratraz Singira, Joseph Lemus, Anthony Lacey, and Carmelo Clark-Tarver, and their starting 5, being led by fourth-year head coach Jordan Lee. And for De Anza, it's business as usual with Makai Thomas, Josh Villanueva, Gio Bravelli, Theo McDowell, and Isaac Cisse, and the starting 5 for the Mountain Lions. As the referee crew tonight, crew chief is Shelby Flowers. We have Nate Ramazani and Greg Ong getting things going here, as the first basket is up, as Ohlone are on the board via a 2-point layup from Joseph Lemus. De Anza last month in January finished at 4-5, while Ohlone finished at 2-8. Theo McDowell from deep, not able to get the 3 ball to go. Well, with 4 games remaining for both squads, each game down the way is going to count, with each game meaning more, inching closer to the playoffs. When you think about these teams that have played in a very tough conference, as that's going to go out of bounds, it'll go back to Ohlone. Both of these teams being the Coast North, which has pretty much been ran by San Francisco and Las Positas, 2 teams not only in the first 2 spots in the conference, but have also been in that top 25 ranking in the 3C2 wave for the majority of the season. But De Anza, on their rebuilding season, they've stayed primarily in the middle and have been able to get a few key wins, one of those wins being against a top 25 San Mateo team. That shot is missed from the corner by Clark-Tarver. That's going to get brought back here. There was a foul down low, so Ohlone going to have another crack on offense. But the Renegades are one of the top rebounding teams in the state. Have 2 guys who have averaging double-doubles on the year. Here comes De Anza back on offense. Makai Thomas trying to take it to the hole, and he will do it successfully in one finish. Makai Thomas continuing to have a very impressive season. The newcomer who transferred over from Chabot last year, finishing out his JUCO career, and talking with Coach Prtizovic before the game, he's been gaining some interest to play basketball at the next level. Through his 22 games, a true 3-level scorer, averaging 16.6 points a night on 46.3% shooting. He also Mixes it up with some rebound play as well as also distribution with 4.5 assists per contest and just over 6 rebounds per contest. Here comes Ohlone trying to break the deadlock at 2. They're going to pass over with the pull-up jumper. Anthony Lacey, the sophomore out of Oakland, knocking that one down. Anthony Lacey is one of those Renegades averaging in double digits on the year. Shoots at a 47% clip from the field. Shot clock's down to 9. Theo McDowell is going to have to hurry, get a shot off. He'll pass to the corner. Ravelli trying to work inside and a little too strong. Goes off the iron. There is a jump ball on the rebound, so it's going to stay in the direction of Ohlone after the missed shot by Gio Ravelli, who had a solid night against Kenyatta, knocking down 4 3-pointers. And even also one thing to note, Ravelli is second in the state in free throw percentage, so the Renegades are going to have to watch out for him because he might be drawing some fouls. Caden Tanger off the charger for the first time tonight for the Mountain Lions. Lacey pulling up from the corner and able to hit the long range 2. The back-to-back field goal is good for Anthony Lacey. Ravelli pulling up from deep, not able to hit. Grasping the rebound but falling hard was Omar Babakar. There's going to be a foul. That was going to be booked on Makai Thomas. It's already 3-team fouls stacked up for the Mountain Lions as we're just past the first 3 minutes here in the first half. This Wednesday night matchup in the Coast Conference North late in the season. 4 games are left in the regular season, folks. It's Clark Tarver over to Anthony Lacey. He'll pull up from deep. Not able to hit the air ball. Offensive board good for the Renegades as Joseph Lemus hitting that one from downtown. Nothing but nylon on the tray. Joe Participants is going to need a timeout. 9-2. Ohlone are off to a good start here in Cupertino. We'll take a quick break here on NorCal Sports TV. After a 30-second timeout by Anza, we're back here inside the Lions Den with the Renegades of Ohlone up 9-2 on the Mountain Lions. Mountain Lions trying to get out of the cold spell on offense, and it looked like they will. Gio Ravelli, cash money right out of the timeout break. The sharpshooter out of San Rafael continuing to hit from deep. A big-time rebound underneath by Kincharaj Sangura. Lacey, he'll try again, and he'll land that one. McDowell trying to go to the hole, but is trapped inside the paint. He'll go outside to Isaac Cisse and try to get more touches. He sets the pick for Makai Thomas. Over at the top, now it's Tanger. Gonna try to do it himself off the window, good for 2. Joel Participants talked about everybody playing a role in the win against Kenyatta in the last game. Taking the contact, going to the hole was Omar Babakar, but he'll have to settle for 2 the hard way. I look back at the replay there. Babakar trying to go all in, but Theo McDowell was in the wrong place. Babakar missing the first free throw attempt. sophomore guard, Alameda, product of Encino High School. Last year for the Renegades, he played in 27 games with 20 starts, averaging close to 8 points a game. He'll go 1 for 2 at the charity stripe. Babakar picking up 1 tax-free point. Off the charger now for the Renegades, Kevin London, who wears number 14. Also in the game is Jordan Villacorta Bucco, wearing number 0. Hassan Post and Dominic Diaz will hit the floor for the Mountain Lions. Pass inside, goes out of bounds, but will stick with De Anza. Now, De Anza know that with each game remaining in the season, it could get them closer to where they were far from compared to last year. And Makai Thomas, shot clock is down to 7. He has to bounce it off to McDowell. Trying to look for free hands. Dominic Diaz gonna rush the shot. Air ball on the 3. Shot clock violation gets hit on the Mountain Lions. So as mentioned, the Renegades are one of the best rebounding teams in the state. One of those top rebounders is Kiratraj Singira, who's top 5 in the state in rebounds per game, averaging 12.2. And also is top 5 in total offensive rebounds, which could be a very big threat for Ohlone. Speaking of offensive rebounds, coming in is Kevin London with a putback. There's a foul down floor. And De Anza, they like to move fast on the pace when it comes to trying to push for offensive possessions. Here they go on the inbound play. Thomas giving it off to McDowell, who'll put it in the cup. Easy for the deuce. Theo McDowell gets himself on the board for the first time tonight. Still having a solid season, averaging 18 points per game. Sangira with a big finish inside with contact. Ohlone team to keep their run going. It's Thomas, guard up tight by London. He gets a pick from Poston, decides to use it. Crosses left. Now he's going to go in and gets the finger roll to go down smooth. Kai Thomas, who opened the scoring for De Anza with their first made field goal of the night. It's back in the column, but the Mountain Lions still trail by 6. Still a lot of time left in the first half. 13:20 on the game clock. London, the crossover, decides to pull up. Not able to hit Thomas on the boards. Thomas with a man in his face. Oh, can't get the friendly bounce for the three-point shot. Here come the Renegades, moving fast. Pulling up from the top and getting it to fall down easy. Big-time three-point shot by Christian Fea coming off the charger for Ohlone. I'm sure Jordan Lee loves to see that. As Ohlone now make it a 20-11 game. Another timeout called by De Anza.
Whether you're taking Highway 49, Highway 99, coming from anywhere in the 209 or much, much further, take a drive up Highway 108 to the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. It's a 5-day overnight summer basketball camp in the Sierra foothills of Sonora. The NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp, where we keep it 100.
One thing to note for Ohlone, they are down one player tonight. As before the game, talking with Coach Jordan Lee, their freshman star Shimri Barazani actually had to get called to military leave, as Barazani does hail from Ganner, Israel. And of course, for those who have been following international news, Barazani is an Israeli and had to get called into duty on Sunday. Makai Thomas finishing for the and one. He'll go to the line for a three-point opportunity. Makai Thomas having himself a solid first half now with 6 points. See, De Anza not able to give up on that possession. But going back to Shimri Barazani, he was called into military leave, being drafted into the Israeli army. And with him being a student athlete, it did give him a student exemption coming to Ohlone, but got to get called back to his home nation. But Jordan Lee says that he is tuning into tonight. So Shimri, if you're watching, we wish you the best, man, and we hope that you make it back here stateside safely. The Renegades going to do everything they can within the absence of their top freshman. Anthony Lacey on the inbound. Renegades swinging around the wing. That was Carmelo Clark Tarver giving it back to Jordan Villacorta. Bucco, a battle inside on the boards. And putting it back up with authority. Carmelo Clark Tarver on the finish. He got to muscle his way for the layup. Thomas trying to cut through the defense. Trying to take the contact, can't finish. Anthony Lacey grabbing it. Babaker trying to go downhill with it. His runner very short. The Mountain Lions able to catch a break. Okay, and Thacker now enters the game. And Deshaun Poston and Makai Thomas taking a breather on the Charger here. Here comes Thacker. We'll go to Tanger. Now it's Cisa at the top. That's Fay on him. DHO to Thacker. Pull up mid-range. Off the side of the iron. Not able to answer. De Anza not able to line up their shots properly here. There's Lacey inside and able to get the jumper to go. Anthony Lacey having himself a solid first half. McDowell, long pass. Rovelli pulls up for the triple off the mark. There's a foul down low by Tanger trying to go for the rebound. Joe Bratisevic not liking what he sees from his squad. Another timeout break will be taken with Ohlone up by 11 with 10:37 left to go in the first half. We're going to take another break here from Cupertino. Joe Bratisevic is trying to spark some life into his De Anza squad. They haven't really been able to get their shots to fall here early in the game. As Ohlone, they have come out pretty strong on the offensive side, but really where they're dominating against the Mountain Lions is on the boards. You talk about the offensive rebound and the second chance opportunities that the Renegades are able to produce. This is a team that averages 44.6 rebounds per game. But the majority of those rebounds have came on the offensive end. So second chance opportunities has been the MO of Jordan Lee's squad. We return back from the timeout break. The Renegades are up by 11 with just over 10.5 left to go in the first half. As Ohlone, as mentioned, they come into tonight with just 2 wins in conference play, but they do still find themselves in that NorCal regional playoff picture. On the pass, taken right by Ravelli, basketball repo. And he's a little too strong underneath. McDowell on the reload. He can't get it. As Anthony Lacey coming up with the rebound. So De Anza had a shot to get 2 there, but couldn't do it effectively. Trying to work inside. Carmelo Clark-Tarver gets blocked on the baseline. There's a tip. Steal grabbed again by Bravelli. Gives off to McDowell in the carpool lane, and he'll finish for the deuce. That's the kind of aggression that Joel Bratisevic wants to see from his squad. On another steal, this time in the hands of Isaac Cisse. Grand theft dribble is the name of the game, but they blow it on the fast break attempt. So it's going to go back to Ohlone. Now the Renegades trying to get something going here. Josh Villanueva will return to the floor. Kevin London and swinging off left. Now the pass over to Aubrey Gibbs, number 22, new entry for Ohlone. Shot clock is down to 8. Gonna have to hurry and get a shot off. Lacey with the rock. Motions left, tries to fight his way through the contact, and he's able to draw the foul. Anthony Lacey has continued to be very ball dominant in this first half. Lacey is an all-around player, 6'6" forward out of Oakland, where he attended Oakland High. Oakland High, one of those programs in the CIF NorCal rankings that continue to make noise year in and year out. Anthony Lacey coming from a solid high school program out in the East Bay. Product of the town. Is going to go 1 for 2 at the charity stripe in that sequence there. Makes it now a 10-point lead for Ohlone. De Anza still trying to hang tough here. And a bit of a rocky first half for him. Here's McDowell trying to fight through the contact and gets the deuce off the glass. Daniel McDowell making back-to-back field goals. So he is now at 6 points on the game so far. Close to halfway, averaging his season total per game. Oh, a man in his face hitting the three ball, Kevin London. And Makai Thomas is a little bit too late on that closeout. Poston at the top of the key. Trying to work his way through and gets the running floater to go down through the cup. Bucket for bucket, go De Anza and Ohlone. London again from deep. Sniper gang. Kevin London having a solid one here. And Gio Bravelli says, what you could do, sir, I do it way better. He'll hit a three. Off the glass and good for two. That one's missed. It's Joseph Lemus trying to do it all here. He tries to take it coast to coast, can't finish it. Theo McDowell on the boards. Actually, they rescinded that 3-point attempt for Kevin London. It was actually counted as a 2. There's Anthony Lacey. Oh, gets stopped on the fast break and gets fouled, so he will be going to the line. And so Kevin London, one of the last shots he made, went for a 2. He had his foot on the line. There's still a 10-point advantage for Ohlone. Here's Lacey. He'll make another trip to the charity stripe. He'll try not to leave money on the floor. We'll see what he can do. Lacey able to get it to go. So the 17 fouls committed by De Anza. That does put Ohlone in the bonus. Lacey not able to get the bonus free throw after the 1 of 1. Deshaun Poston, bounce pass inside to Thomas. But he gets fouled on the drive right down Main Street. He will go to the line for 2 shots. This should help the Mountain Lions here as we look back one more time at the play. Kevin London had his hands up but didn't have the feet set for it to be called on offensive foul. Thomas missing the first free throw on the attempt. The Anza still trying to cut into this 11-point deficit, 6:46 left in the first half. Thomas will go 1 for 2. The steal right midcourt. Poston, the bounce pass to Thomas, but didn't have enough time to get the ball up. And the Anza, they were ready to try to strike Ohlone by surprise. Thomas, just like that, is back to the free throw line. This time he will get the first to go. Kai Thomas in that game against Kenyatta only was held to 11 points. It was an off night for him, but was to no detriment of the Mountain Lions still getting the win. Sangira, with nothing but room service down the floor, had to still be the man, but able to get the 2 to go. They're still moving fast with Poston trying to drive in past Sangira. He'll get the 2 through the contact. Deshaun Poston trying to keep the offensive push going. 3 ball off the mark by Villacorta Bucco, but there's a foul underneath. Now it's going to be booked on Deshaun Poston. And that's going to send Kuratraj Sangira to the charity stripe. There's a battle down low on the offensive boards. As we mentioned, Sangira, top 5 rebounder in California. Even doing that, possessing a height of 6'6", hailing from Fremont, where he went to American High School, so he's right at home at Ohlone. On the air balls, the second free throw. Sangira shaking his head after that. Sure, he didn't want that to happen. 6 minutes left to go in the first half. Ohlone up 36-27. There's Deshaun Poston at the top. Goes right to Tanger. Tries to find opening baseline. And he gets fouled. Got slapped on the wrist. He will go to the free throw line as try to provide energy play there. Now 16 fouls committed by the Renegades. Here's Caden Tanger. He'll get the first one to go. Tanger's role has kind of been a little bit downsized. He only started in 13 games last year out of the 28 he played. Been playing more in a primary bench role as a rotational player. As you can see, when he's on the floor, he produces. He goes 2 for 2 at the line. There's Clark Tarver over on the wing. There's off to Lacey. Lacey splits through the defense. Clark Tarver, the friendly bounce on the three-point attempt, good. Ohlone sticking with that 10-point margin. Feldy decides not to take the 3. Instead goes to McDowell in the corner. McDowell trying to find an opening. Working from the high post. The layup attempt, 2 contested. Ohlone working their way back. Clark Tarver from deep again. Can't hit. Poston on the board. Deshaun Poston by himself in the middle. Goes to Tanger, launches it off the iron. Sangira with the rebound. There's Joseph Lemus going down the middle. Oh, Tanger fouls Lemus on the layup drive, and he thought that he didn't really give him that much contact. And bodies just start hitting the floor. He saw Anthony Lacey and Deshaun Poston falling down. Look back at the play there. It's a nice give back. Didn't really work out successfully, so that's going to send Joseph Lemus to the line. Joseph Lemus, a sophomore out of Alameda. He'll get the first free throw to go in his trip to the charity stripe. Lemus transferred from Chabot, where he appeared in 17 games as a freshman. Only able to go 1 for 2 at the line. 4.5 minutes left. Makai Thomas trying to get something to work here. He'll go to Tanger. 5-on-5 action happening on a defensive end for Ohlone. Bounce pass inside to McDowell, and he's able to get it to go down for the deuce. Theo trying to get a rhythm going on the offensive end. Yeah, it's just going to have to work to get stops. Sangira not able to hit the shot, but Lacey on the offensive board and gets the point to go in. McDowell on the runner gets another. Bit of a half-baked full-court trap, almost brought by the mountain lions. Clark Tarver over to his right. Now is Anthony Lacey with the rock in hand. They have a mismatch with him and Caden Tanger. Knocks Tanger to the ground. No call. Lacey getting the basket. Wow. Talk about not getting any home cooking there. Joe Participich had a front row seat to see that. Makai Thomas able to get the bucket. Then it looks like there was a technical foul booked on Ohlone. Now, Makai Thomas, his basket does still count, but it looked like there was a discussion with the line referee as Shelby Flowers trying to calm down Kevin London. Looked like he might have said something from the bench. Omar Babakar back off the charge into the game. Lacey again driving inside. A little tip in. Good for 2. Anthony Lacey's on a burner, folks. Scoring 3 straight field goals for the Mountain Lions. Theo McDowell smokes the layup. He's trying to pick it back up on defense. Double team almost got brought there. Lacey with the offhand finish. 4 straight baskets. Good for the man from the town. 48-35. The Renegades push the lead up. Just over 2 minutes left to go in the first half. They know that a win tonight against Anza can help them plentiful. Gio Bravelli, too fast, too furious on the layup attempt. Not able to get it to go. Quick release on the three-point attempt by Jordan Villacorta Bucco. He's not able to hit. Now we hit the 2-minute mark. Makai Thomas, ball in hand. He'll go to Bravelli, catch and shoot 3, and it's a wedgie. And if that doesn't give you a sign for how this half has gone, I don't know what will. Joe Bravelli, rare occasion of getting a wedgie on a three-point attempt. He'll hit the charger after having to witness that. But it's still Mountain Lions ball. Gonna be an inbound play coming up here. Makai Thomas on the inbound duty, so give it off to McDowell. Now it's back to Thomas, almost slipped. Keeps the handle, though. Gonna use that pick that McDowell sets for him. Tries to go left, now it's Poston. Shot clock down to 8, pull-up jumper. That will hit the mid-range J. $11-point deficit. Ohlone trying to close out this half strong with a double-digit lead. It's going to be a foul called here. It's booked on Caden Thacker. A little too much reaching against Anthony Lacey on defense, but hey, he's been the man that you need to stop if you're the Mountain Lions. Joe Bertisevich asking line referee Nate Ramazani what he did. That's a little bit too handsy on defense. So Anthony Lacey with another trip to the charity stripe. Misses the first free throw. He'll get the second one to go. Oh, just over a minute left. Anza trying to get a basket and a stop here. McDowell trying to muscle his way in from the high post. He'll have to give it back out to Thacker. Minutes now turn into seconds. Thomas trying to drive in, gets it up and able to draw the foul on the shot. Makai Thomas will be rewarded another trip to the charity stripe. 54.1 left on the game clock. Josh Villanueva is about to check in from the scores table. He'll re-enter the game with just under a minute left in the half. Thomas missing the first attempt. Think about Makai Thomas. We don't really talk a lot about his free throw shooting, but he does shoot 65.8% from the charity stripe and averages about 3.5 free throw attempts per game. So only a handful of opportunities at the line when he's able to get to it. He goes 0 for 2 in the sequence. That allows Ohlone to get a momentum push. Gertrude Sengira from the top. They'll go right to Babakur. Now it's Lacey. Pull-up jumper, man in his face. Not able to hit, but Sengira with a quickness, able to get the offensive board and the putback. That just goes to show why he is a top 5 rebounder in the state. But the Anza are going to have the final say in this half. Makai Thomas, the rock in hand. 14 seconds on the game clock. Now it's down to single digits, 7 seconds. Thomas trying to look for an opening. No motion left. Go for the running floater, not able to finish as the buzzer will sound, and that will conclude the first half. And talk about trying to understand what the objective is, winning out the month. Ohlone, who started off February at 0-2, now have a 51-37 lead at the conclusion of the first half against Anza, as they're trying to stay in that playoff picture, and they are halfway home from doing so. But for the Mountain Lions, they need to get things going from the shooting side, as they were a little bit cold in that first half, as the dominant shooters have been having an off night. And Joe Bertisevich needs to come up with a plan to get his men back into this game. We're going to take a quick break here on NorCal Sports TV. 51-37, the Ohlone Renegades lead the Anza Mountain Lions here in Silicon Valley. We will be back after the 15-minute intermission. This is Philip Hall on the call here tonight, tuned in on NorCal Sports TV. We'll be back for the second half.
kids, I'm the first to graduate college. Now I got my godsons talking about like, oh, I'm gonna get a master's and I'm gonna get this. I want to set the example of, you know, that anybody can make a change. Education is important and that they should pursue education. And also for other, you know, kids that are maybe in the crowd that have family members like me, or maybe they grew up the way that I grew up, and just show them that, hey, you know, we can all do this. This is not just for a specific demographic. Everybody's welcome at school.
Whether you're taking Highway 49, Highway 99, coming from anywhere in the 209, or much, much further, take a drive up Highway 108 to the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. It's a 5-day overnight summer basketball camp in the Sierra foothills of Sonora. The NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp, where we keep it 100.
I chose this school because of like the top 10 transfers.
One of the main reasons was because of the transfer rate. Another reason is because it's a community college and the first 2 years for high school students were free because of the Promise program. So that was an incentive for sure.
The Anza consistently maintains high rates of transfer due to a combination of factors. First is due to our comprehensive transfer support and services. The Anza has a robust transfer center with dedicated and experienced transfer counselor who assists students throughout the entire transfer process, from helping them understand the transfer requirement to helping them successfully submit their application. We also offer workshops throughout the entire academic year to ensure that students learn more about the transfer requirements and meet all the necessary deadlines in a timely manner.
I believe that having the high rate of transfer students from Anza College to SJSU shows the preparation that the counselors have done with their students, not only in helping them out in figuring out which major is best for them, but also letting them know the type of transfer process that they're going to be going through.
I play cornerback, that's on defense, but I chose the Anza, well, because I hear they have a good academics program. The sports is cool and whatever, but I was more worried about the academics, like what's going to get me farther. So the Anza was just the best option for me.
The Anza has really strong academic programs to support students. We offer a lot of certificates, degrees, as well as classes that align with the transfer pathway to four-year institutions.
Community college definitely allows me to figure out the different routes that I want to go, explore different colleges, different majors.
We also host the transfer fair every year, which attracts a lot of students coming, and we were able to get many universities come to the Anza to share those information with the students.
I think this is a really cool experience to just get knowledge of all these cool colleges. There's so many.
My mom and I did some extensive research, found out a few things that the Anza College's slogan of top in transfers, because their matriculation or transfer rate from De Anza is high. Students from De Anza transferred to great colleges such as UC Irvine, UCLA, and my college right now, UC Berkeley.
Out of my mom's kids, I'm the first to graduate college. Now I got my godsons talking about like, oh, I'm gonna get a master's and I'm gonna get this. I want to set the example of, you know, that anybody can make a change. Education is important and that they should pursue education. And also for other, you know, kids that are maybe in the crowd that have family members like me, or maybe they grew up the way that I grew up, and just show them that, hey, you know, we can all do this. This is not just for a specific demographic. Everybody's welcome at school.
And we welcome you back to Silicon Valley as we're about to get ready for the second half between Ohlone and Anza as the Renegades came out firing with a 51-37 lead, putting the Mountain Lions on the ropes. But the Anza are going to try to fight back as they will have the final 20 left in regulation. As we welcome you back to NorCal Sports TV. This is Philip Hall on the call. And just getting the word from Joe Particevich, trying to get something going here as far as the first half, trying to get things going in the second half. Well, I say, Coach, it's just all about trying to get the rebounds, you know, offensive boards. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Joe Particevich, you know, trying to figure out how to get things going here. A little bit impromptu. But we want to give you word about the South Bay Youth League, as we want to keep an eye out for the registration for the South Bay Youth Development Spring League, which is actually happening right now, as registration went live back on Tuesday, January 27th, for boys and girls K through 11th grade. As we bring a team or sign up as a free agent, and you will be added to the team. As you can find all the details at NorCalSportsTV.com/YDL. I'll give you a little bit of an update. Get the youth out playing the game of basketball, and maybe one day they could end up on these JUCO floors and on to the next level. Joe Particevich asking me, the broadcaster, what he needs to do for the second half. And, you know, just to kind of recap you on things, you know, Ohlone, they were beating De Anza on the offensive boards as Anthony Lacey led the way with 21 points, but the offensive rebounds have come by way of Kiratraj Sangira, who was able to find the second chance opportunities when necessary. But De Anza on their offensive end were carried heavily by Theo McDowell, who did finish in double digits with 10 points, and Makai Thomas also producing with the team high of 11 points. And Gio Bravelli, 6 points from 3. So the Mountain Lions just need to find ways to get stops and beat the Renegades on the boards. So, Joe Particevich, that's my advice to you. For Jordan Lee, he would love to get a win here tonight in Cupertino to help Ohlone stay in that playoff hunt, especially coming in on a 4-game losing streak and a tie for last with Skyline in the Coast North. Airball 3. Ohlone couldn't capitalize on the offensive board that time. Bravelli from the corner for the triple, no answer. Makai Thomas underneath, too strong on the putback, gets another go, gets it that time. Makai Thomas may have to be the man to get the Mountain Lions in a rhythm on the shooting side. Oh, still just getting the second half underway here. If you're just tuning in here on NorCal Sports TV, Ohlone won the first half 51-37. The Mountain Lions trying to make some noise here. McDowell on the fast break. Pelts in the middle, able to get the deuce. Theo McDowell, a man who averages 18 points per game. Trying to see if he could get his 2 top shooters going here in the second half. Carmelo Clark-Tarver with the handoff. On the underneath layup drive. Good for Omar Babakar. Babakar didn't do a whole lot in the first half for Ohlone to contribute to their big lead, but could He trying to find more open looks here in the second half. That was Josh Villanueva. Man, he got blocked big time by Sangura. Said try again later. Sangura couldn't finish on the other end. There's a foul down low from the looks of it. And that one will be booked on Isaac Cisse. Yeah, how about that denial by Kuratraj Sangura? We'll look back at it one more time. You see Josh Villanueva trying to finish with the left, but Sangura met him at the rim and said it's too weak. But that's one thing about a basketball player. If they are a good rebounder, you should expect them to be a good shot blocker. There's a discussion on the play decision should be. Look like it's still going to be an inbound play for the Renegades. Lacey catch and shoot on the inbound. Not able to get it. Sangura on the offensive board. Try to put it back up. Couldn't do it. Tries again. This time able to be successful. He just continues to kill underneath in the paint. Thomas almost letting the pass go out of bounds, but able to recover quickly. Try to get that pick from McDowell. He has to give it off over to Cisse. Now it's Rovelli. McDowell working from the left, going past Lacey, in for the layup. Come the Renegades. Clark Tarver. Pass inside to Sangura. Hook shot over McDowell. Wow. Kuratraj Sangura showing so much skill in the post. Cisse handing it off to McDowell. He's on the wing. Rovelli catch and shoot from three. High arcing off the tip of the rim. Babakir going right down Main Street. Not able to finish, gets hit with the roadblock. Now it's Thomas up with the board. He'll try to take it down, but he gets fouled. Makai Thomas will go to the charity stripe here. And these fast break plays for De Anza tonight haven't really been working in their favor. You see Thomas taking a little contact on the drive. It was a little bit outmatched. It's 1-on-2 from Thomas's perspective. He's going to get the first free throw to go. Now, Thomas, he did have a pretty solid first half. He scored 11 in the first frame for De Anza. Isaac Cisse is going to hit the charger. Caden Tanger is going to be in the game, and Desan Poston will also come off the bench as well. Thomas only able to go 1 for 2. A 13-point lead for Ohlone, 16 and a half left in the second half, excuse me. Lacey missing the mid-range J. Could have had a 2 to go there. There's Thomas. Kicks it out to Poston from the corner. Pull-up jumper on the turnaround. Beautiful shot by Desan Poston. Desan Poston has been an impact player, whether you put him in the starting five or have him come off the charger. 3-ball from the corner, missed by Kevin London. Poston was on his knees getting the rebound. But McDowell couldn't finish through the contact on the layup drive. Clark Tarver, a hop step on the stop. Kicks it back out to London. Hits the triple. Timeout, De Anza. Kevin London, who knocked down a few threes in the first half, trying to see if he can make an impact coming off the bench here in the second half. 60-46, Renegades up by 14, 15:45 left here in Cupertino. over the Anza, just knowing where they sit now in the Coast North. You know, these games with the 4 or the 3 after tonight remaining are going to mean a whole lot, as they will be back here on Friday to see San Mateo. Game at 6 o'clock. We will have coverage for that here on NorCal Sports TV for you. For Ohlone, their next matchup, it's going to be a little bit more tougher, as they will be seeing the number 7 ranked team in California, in Las Positas, back at home in Fremont on Friday night. That's going to be another crucial game for them to try to get, and I'm sure an upset win can help them majorly. We talk about seeding for the top 24 in the NorCal Regionals. Anza trying to get an answer going. Come from the timeout break. Ravelli thought about the 3. Said gives off the Poston. Off the window on the baseline drive. Athleticism at its finest. Sam Poston, he's had some clutch moments. Remember that game-winning layup he had against Kenyatta a few weeks back. Joseph Lemus able to hit the 3 ball from the top. 5-on-5. Ohlone and Anza dump off to Dominic Diaz, not able to hit the shot from the right block. There's London. Long pass to the corner. Now back inside, Anthony Lacey. The time and space getting the deuce to fall. That's his first made field goal here in the second half, after he had 21 in the first half. So another timeout will get called by Anza. They will take a minute to talk things over, and we will take another break here on NorCal Sports TV.
Whether you're taking Highway 49, Highway 99, coming from anywhere in the 209, or much, much further, take a drive up Highway 108 to the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. It's a 5-day overnight summer basketball camp in the Sierra foothills of Sonora. The NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp, where we keep it 100.
(65-48) Ohlone holding a strong lead of 14-12 left to go, but the Mountain Lions trying to do whatever they can to get into this fight. And I'm Joe Participich. I be pulling out every desperation measure you have in the chamber, or in that playbook, I should say. Because for Anza to still stay in that playoff conversation, it'll be great for them to win out this month, with only a handful of games left to go in the regular season. February being a crucial month for a lot of teams in the Coast North, because you think about teams like Chabot, San Mateo, Kenyatta, kind of trying to fight their way into that playoff picture. But it's safe to say that teams like San Francisco and Las Positas, they've already secured their place with their records and their rankings in the 3C2A. But Anza and Ohlone, they know that they are blessed to play in one of the toughest conferences in the state. Whistle gets blown here. There will be a foul. I think that foul was right on Jordan Villacorta Bucco. Anza will reset on the inbound play. Tanger with the pass inside to Rovelli, gets blocked by Sangira, grabs his own rebound. He gets fouled in the low post, so it's going to be an inbound play coming up. Yeah, San Francisco on a 12-game win streak, 23-1 overall. Las Positas have won 3 straight, 9-1 in conference. And Chabot is like that fringe team. They're at 6-4 right now in conference play. Makai Thomas trying to hop inside. Not able to get it to go off the iron. A little bit of volleyball being played inside the paint. Thomas gets booked with a foul after Joseph Lemus went up to grab the rebound. Yeah, but Chabot, who are ranked 22nd in the 3C2A rankings, are going to be one of those teams that Anza sees in their final 3 games remaining. as that game is going to be taking place next Wednesday night. De Anza will go to Hayward to see Chabot at 7 o'clock. It's going to be a crucial game and definitely a game that can decide the fate of De Anza's playoff hopes. Kevin London with another three going down. Smooth. Tanger on the wing, guard up by London. Now it's Hassan Poston, double teamed in the corner. Finds an opening to Tanger. Goes to Ravelli on the opposite side. Hiring three. Not able to hit. Poston on the rebound. Up for the putback. Poston has scored the last 3 field goals for the Mountain Lions. Long pass to the corner by Villacorta. Bucko. There's going to be a foul. And that's going to be booked on Dominic Diaz. He'll hit the charger with Gio Bravelli. Isaac Cisse and Caden Thacker return to the floor. Dominic Diaz not happy with the call. And you see the frustration is kind of starting to mount now for De Anza. Now being down by 18. Top of the key, 3-point attempt off the iron by Villacorta Bucko. Here come the Mountain Lions. Back in transition. Poston working around. Able to finish with the finger roll. Deshaun Poston continues to stay on a burner. 4 straight baskets made by the kid out of San Jose, product of Brenham High School. Three ball answered big time by Joseph Lemus. He'll hit another. You see De Anza kind of looking a little bit weak on the perimeter defense, allowing the Renegades to get those open looks. Cisse off to Thomas. Over at the top. Going right down the middle, and he'll draw the foul. Sangura is going to be booked. Okay, Thomas always trying to show effort and trying to go down the middle here. We'll run the play back for you. See, Kuratraj Sangura kind of gave him a little bit too much contact. Thomas, who's been off and on at the charity stripe tonight, definitely need to get these right here, as De Anza don't want to let this game get too far out of hand. Only 11:32 left to play. Thomas able to get the first to go. But knowing that Makai Thomas is going to be departing from De Anza at the end of this season, he does have plans to play at the next level, and so will Theo McDowell, 2 of the top sophomores who will be wrapping up their De Anza careers at the end of the season, whether that be after the regular season or after playoffs. Depends on whichever comes last. Comes first, I should say. Yeah, Makai Thomas and Theo McDowell do have the talent to play at the next level. Time will tell where that will be. 71-54, Ohlone still at the lead. Anthony Lacey trying to do it himself. Went inside, missed a shot, out of bounds. Mountain Lion ball. Hey, Jordan Lee trying to keep his guys composed. There's Theo McDowell bringing the rock back up the court. Off the Cisse, Boaston inside, and he continues to stay hot. Man, that hand is on fire. Son Poston for another made field goal. It has been his half. Over in the corner. Villacorta Bucko gets trapped, and then he gets bumped big time by Poston out of bounds. But it's going to be a foul. Looked on number 15. And that was a mismatch if you ever see one. Jordan Villacorta-Bucco only stands at 5'11". He's going to give it off to his big man, Anthony Lacey. That was Babaker, DHO. Villacorta-Bucco on the catch and shoot three, not able to hit. Caden Tanger up with the rebound. Poston hitting the brakes. He'll pull from deep, and it misses off the tip of the rim. Villacorta-Bucco all by himself. On the other end of the floor, he'll give it to Lacey. Lacey on the drive inside, too strong. A fight for the rebound. Villacorta-Bucco grabs it and lets it fly. What a sequence by the Renegades. Jordan Villacorta-Bucco answering big from deep. That will have De Anza call another timeout. They did not like that. Look back at the play there. You just see Villacorta finding some luck on that offensive rebound and able to let it fly from the left wing, giving Ohlone a 74-56 lead, 10:07 left to go. We also want to give you another reminder about the South Bay Youth League. Even out for registration, which is open now. Open back up on Tuesday, January 27th for boys and girls, grades K through 11. Bring a team or sign up as a free agent, and your kid will be added to a team. You can find all the details at norcalsportstv.com/YDL. After the 30-second timeout called by Joe Prtisevich, De Anza trying to stay in this fight. Still trying to break through an 18-point deficit with just 10 minutes left to go in the game. There's Theo McDowell pounding the hardwood. Goes to his left. Isaac Cisse, pull up Jay. Not able to hit. You had four Renegades there in the post. Going up for the rebound. Anthony Lacey adding one to his totals. Villacorta-Bucco, step back three from the left. Not able to hit. Babaker in the right place at the right time. Offensive rebound, good for a second chance. And a three ball answered by Aubrey Gibbs. That is what has been the problem for the Mountain Lions tonight. Those offensive rebounds that Ohlone just does so well at getting. Mountain Lions are going to need more bodies in the paint. Tanger answers big from the corner. Cash money. That one was a momentum booster that the Mountain Lions needed. They have been looking all night for a shot from the outside to land in a big way, and they get it right there. Timeout will be called, 9:05 left. De Anza trying to stay in this one. (77-59), Ohlone trying to go for their third win in conference on the season, their 11th win overall. Despite what the record may say, this still does put them in a position to stay in that NorCal regional playoff hunt. With a win tonight, they were able to get it, but De Anza trying to see about pulling off a major comeback, and they've been in games like this before. Babaker over to Gibbs. Way short on the three off the side iron. Outlet pass to McDowell, able to finish for the deuce. McDowell doing what he does best. High percentage scorer that likes to score inside. Four-court trap being brought by De Anza. Lacey able to break through it. Villacorta-Bucco to pass it off. Over to the corner, trying to drive in and able to get the deuce. Carmelo Clark-Tarver. Trying to answer back quickly in transition. Makai Thomas with the and one. He'll go to the line for a three-point play. Clark Tarver getting booked with the foul there. And Makai Thomas, always known as a downhill driver, and he loves to go to the line. But the line hasn't been loving him tonight, so he'll have to find a way to stay locked in, trying not to leave money on the floor. Missing the free throw. But De Anza set up in a full court press. There's Kevin London working past the logo. Has McDowell on him. Tanger with the deflection, but his feet were just a little bit too out of bounds, so he'll stay with the Renegades. So what you're beginning to see now is De Anza, they're having an up-tempo in the defensive possessions. They're playing with more aggression, trying to go for a more man-to-man focus. Lacey getting double team. Will have to pass it off to his left. Now they go inside. Sangira trying to finish with a contact. Looks like there was a foul in the process of shooting. And there was. Desan Poston does get booked, so that will have Kiratraz Sangira go to the charity stripe. Kiratraz Sangira has been doing excellent on the offensive boards tonight and getting those second chance plays. He gets the first free throw to fall in this trip to the charity stripe. Kiratraz Sangira, the redshirt freshman. Jordan Lee, head coach, said that he will be graduating in this spring. Sure, of a player of his caliber and his size, he does have a place at the next level. And the Mountain Lions trying to get an answer back. Poston, baseline J, not able to hit. Sangira on the rebound. They'll give out the Villacourt to Bucko. Back in transition, now it's Kevin London. Pulling up from the top of the key, knocked down, triple. He has been on it tonight from downtown. Kevin London, man, he shoots it so well, he could probably shoot a three from London. McDowell tried to get one himself, couldn't do it. Sangira continuing to be a force inside the paint, grabbing another defensive rebound. There's Joseph Lemus. Pass inside is Lacey. No space, had to get triple teamed. Well, of course, a Bucko missing from the corner from deep. Desan Poston. Grabbing the rebound and now bringing it back up on the offensive possession for the Mountain Lions. Now he'll give it off to Makai Thomas. Thomas, crossover, pulling up from the elbow. Misses the deuce. Tried to look for the foul, couldn't get it. Anthony Lacey brings the rock back up, and he'll hop his way through for the layup. Another timeout called by, this time, Ohlone, as they're continuing to push more, now extending this lead by 23. 6:16 left to go. The Renegades trying to push for their third win in conference play, their 11th win overall. We'll take a break here on NorCal Sports TV.
Whether you're taking Highway 49, Highway 99, coming from anywhere in the 209 or much, much further, take a drive up Highway 108 to the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. It's a 5-day overnight summer basketball camp in the Sierra foothills of Sonora. The NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp, where we keep it 100.
We return here to Cupertino with the Renegades trying to run away from the Mountain Lions, and they are doing just that. Up 86-63, 6:16 left to go and regulation, as they're going to hope come out of Cupertino with a big win. So they are going to be set to face the number 7 team in the state in Las Positas come Friday evening back at their home gym in Fremont. For De Anza, trying to do everything they can. Stay in this game, 6 minutes left to go, so they're not ready to mail it in just yet. Thomas, baseline jumper, good on the left-hand release. The trap at midcourt. Kevin London falls and gets fouled. Isaac Cisse booked with that foul. That's now 16 fouls accumulated for the Mountain Lions. Kevin London over to the left. Bounce pass from Lemus inside to Sangira. Tried to go for the hook inside. Couldn't do it successfully. Makai Thomas on the rebound. Pull up 3. ATM. Easy money for Makai. Pass over to Sangira. They hit him at the baseline. Now they have to go outside to Lemus. Now it's London with Tanger on him. Now it's Lemus at the logo with Gio Bravelli in battle. Shot clock down to 6. Goes for the floater. Couldn't answer. Theo McDowell taking it coast to coast. And finishes with the right hand. Sangira, baseline from the dunker spot, 2-hand jam. That must be the highlight play for Curatrao Sangira on the night. Isaac Cisse, hand off to Thomas. Goes to the corner. Here's Gio Bravelli. Reverse underneath. Couldn't do it. Anthony Lacey too much inside of the low post, as he has been on the night. And finishing on the other end, Joseph Lemus, another 2 falls for the Renegades. Now a 20-point lead for Ohlone with just over 4 minutes left. Theo McDowell taking Lacey to the hole with him, and he'll finish for another layup. Oh, it's going to be a full timeout called. 3:59 exactly left for De Anza. Mountain Lions trying to see if they can pull off a miracle. Ohlone, a team that came into tonight on a 4-game losing streak, dropping crucial games against Chabot, San Mateo, Skyline, and even getting blown out by 55 against San Francisco their last time out. I've had a momentum shift tonight against De Anza, currently holding an 18-point lead, trying to get the win. But the final 3 minutes and 59 seconds left here in Silicon Valley. A full-court trap brought by the Lions coming back from the timeout break. Ohlone still trying to break it. They will. London, they tried to go for the lob, but Carmelo Clark-Tarver wasn't jumping. Thomas back in transition. Luckily, London grabbing the rebound. It's deflected by Cisse. McDowell's layup attempt is short. Maybe a jump ball. It's going to go in favor of De Anza, so it's going to stay on their side of the floor. A little bit too fast on both ends. You see plays getting rushed there. Paula, number 22, off the charger for the Mountain Lions. May possibly be playing out these last few minutes. Regulation. Cisse getting double teamed. This is pocket pick from behind. Omar Babakir up with the steal. Clark Tarver on the wing, trying to go inside. Lacey right there, decides to put it up. Too strong off the glass, but there was a foul. Like the foul came on the rebound. And the way Paula is going to get booked. That's going to send Kiratraz Sangira to the line here. And in the process of that, substitution will be made for De Anza. Moses Kim coming off the bench in substitution for Isaac Cisse. Sangira missing the 1-of-1. Lacey grabbing the offensive board. Sangira putting it back up. Says instead of getting two the hard way, I'll get two the easy way. It's a foul back in transition. Anthony Lacey got booked there. Too strong on the reach against McDowell. The steal McDowell will exit the game for Kenny Vo. Also coming back in is Brian Chow. Coming on for the first time tonight, Brian Chow. Joe Particevich going deep into his bench. Moses Kim for the three-pointer. Kim trying to make the best of his minutes in garbage time. Going to be an offensive foul as Kenny Vo, the smallest dude on the court, taking the charge and sacrificing one for his team. The 5'4" freshman with a big heart and big effort. Here he comes, Vo. Give it off over to Apala on the wing. They'll swing it around the perimeter. Villanueva gets trapped. Kenny Vo pulling up from deep for the three. And he's got the fan section going. Kenny Vo able to answer big. But this game isn't over yet, folks. 2:15 left on the game clock. De Anza trying to cut into this deficit. Only down by 14. They'll need a few stops and a few baskets. Pull up, no good. Rebound, routed by Chow. Vo able to keep it in, but throws it over to the bench. Can't deny the effort, though. We'll go back to the Renegades, and Jordan Lee will use a timeout here. Try to calm things down, as Ohlone don't want to let this game get too out of hand with only a fraction of time left. We're going to keep it here on NorCal Sports TV. As I want to remind folks that De Anza will be back here on Friday, as they're going to see San Mateo. So it will at least be another chance for them to stay above water when you talk about positioning for a possible seeding in the NorCal Regional. San Mateo have been one of the tougher teams to play against. They were hovering in that top 25 range after the solid start that they had, but you think about games that they have less slipped away where they have been on the other end of an upset. As De Anza goes back on January 21st, where they were able to get that upset win against College of San Mateo just a few minutes up the road, beating them 80-75. That was during a time when the Bulldogs were ranked in the top 25 in the 3C2A rankings. Gio Bravelli led the way in that game with a 20-point performance with 4 threes. And even Makai Thomas had a double-double, going 18 and 11 on points and rebounds. So it could be a Another chance for De Anza to try to sweep the season series against the San Mateo Bulldogs when they welcome them here into the Lions Den come Friday night. And we will have coverage of that here on NorCal Sports TV. I will be with you for that game. Anthony Lacey going back to the free throw line. The 1 of 1, good. Anthony Lacey has been the man of the night for the Renegades. He's been able to do it all. He's going to go 2 for 2 in the trip to the charity stripe. Some tax-free points. Brian Chow got denied inside. Carmelo Clark-Tarver bring it up. For Ohlone, their next battle, they're going to see Las Positas at home on Friday, so they will have a chance to upset a top 25 team. So a win for them, or the wins for them, if they're able to get them with the final 3 games remaining, will be more crucial in their push. Oh, Kenny Vo taking another charge. Another offensive call on Ohlone. Minutes now turn into seconds, 56 seconds on the game clock. Well, Ohlone looks like they're going to come out with this one tonight. And they came in to Cupertino with a statement, just knowing that there's still hope in their season. Villanueva, catch and shoot on the three-point attempt. Can't answer. Kim on the rebound. Turn around. Fadeaway jumper. Good. The Renegades just trying to burn down the clock here. Lemus going to pass off to Babakur. Now it's Kevin London. I'll try to dribble it out. Lacey trying to go in, add to his total, and he will. The deuce good on the teardrop floater from the high post. Talk about performance by Ohlone tonight, coming out scoring 96. With that 96-point, it gives them the second most points scored in a game on the season. As the buzzer sounds, and the Renegades coming out to beat the De Anza Mountain Lions 96-80. Jordan Lee, who talked about this season not being over just yet for his squad, gets a statement win with a strong offensive output by his squad to take down the Mountain Lions here tonight in Cupertino. With this win, this does break the last place tie in the conference standings with Skyline, as they're going to go into Friday back at home to face Las Positas with some momentum on their side after the shooting performance that they put up here tonight. And Anthony Lacey was the one to get it done, scoring over 20 and getting his total a lot more higher, and definitely has been able to put together another quality game. Man, you just talk about what the kid from Oakland was able to do against De Anza in this one. For the Mountain Lions, this is going to be a loss that isn't really going to support what they're trying to do and trying to close out the regular season strong. As for them to still have to try to win out the month, they are going to have to win each game the rest of the way, as they're going to see the San Mateo Bulldogs back here in the Lions Den on Friday evening, as we will have coverage of that here on NorCal Sports TV. That game is set for 6 o'clock. But that's going to wrap things up here from the Lions Den here in Silicon Valley tonight. Final score, Ohlone 96, De Anza 80, as we'll be back here on Friday for the San Mateo and De Anza matchup. I want to thank my producer, Jeremy Hurtado, our camera crew tonight, as we want to thank you all for tuning into tonight's coverage of 3C2A men's basketball here on NorCal Sports TV. This is Philip Hall on the call, signing off, saying so long and good night from Cupertino.